Made a wrong turn.
If you could travel back in time and talk to your freshman self, what academic advice would you give yourself?
To not listen to other people and how they study. When I first came here, I was so lost, because I worked 2 jobs and I would study at night. And when I came here, I was asking everybody, how do you study, how do you study? And people were giving me all these kind of answers, and I didn't know who to turn to or what to do. So, I would follow other people's strategies, and that wasn't my own.
I hung out with friends too much. I was living in the dorm, so, I didn't study. I ditched class half the time. I didn't go to LARC. I didn't do any workshops. I never did any of the LARC tutorials. I just winged it on my own. And my GPA suffered because of that. Anything I'm saying right now, don't do it.
Don't party as much. Try to limit to yourself so that you know that you can still have fun, but at the same time focus on your studies. Just learn to time manage, because that's one of the biggest things in college is, that's what I did very poorly in, was because I didn't time manage my schedule right. So I would end up being all-nighters, or I would end up, studying last minute for a test, which, doesn't really work out because you don't really retain the information. So one thing I would have done better is, study more efficiently so that, I ended up getting an A instead of a C on the test.
So preparation is key. Unless you are prepared for it, believe me, unless you're prepared for it, you might end up falling on your face, God forbid, failing.
The goal of universities to teach, is to produce teachers, and you can't teach anything if you're memorizing stuff. So that's kind of what I learned. I studied so hard for one of my tests, and I ended up doing really bad. So I came to Olivia, and she recommended that I do scroll. Okay. So this is what my scroll looked like, and I started noticing patterns when I made my spent on. I never got an A on a test before, and this was my first A.
Congratulations.
So thank you. And it did help.
To find out, I got free large sessions, and that helped me out a lot. Actually, that's what probably got me my A in my class. So use all available resources. One thing I would say is, listen to your academic advisors, counselors, anything that is available, because a lot of these opportunities are free.
I think there are few resources as valuable at UCI as the workshops provided by the LARC Center. Whether it was note-taking, effective studying, time management, all of them, I believe, taught something integral to success as a freshman student. And I'm happy to say that they were a huge part in helping me transition from high school towards having a successful freshman year. So whether you are a valedictorian or not, whether you are an A or an F student, believe me, these workshops will give you something that you haven't known before, and there's so much to learn, and they will make that learning so much fun. So believe me, this is for everybody, and I would hope that every freshman is a part of these workshops.